We will,
Something to look forward to.
I know.
what will happen is that we will, Margaret and I will bring before you interlocals on Barber Street in either December or January, and that way we're ready to go as soon as the gas company is finished in that area.
Yes, sir.
What happened with last time Councilman Holland brought up the cut in the new road?
There's actually not a cut actually in the road. It's right at the edge where Barbara and Robert's cut off. There was a steel plate laying there, and so the cut's not actually into the road.
We dug it up and then filled it back in and dug it up again.
They just can't wait to dig in that new asphalt. They'll drill holes in it.
Yes, sir.
So when they leave Merritt, when Merritt's done, what's the next road on the schedule to start on?
If everything goes well, what we're looking at, Barbara will be in that schedule, but what we're going to expedite is this section of Long that you voted on tonight and Almena. We're working on those two next also, because the utilities are replaced in there. It's just that the stormwater utility, got to get some direction on that from the engineer. Okay, because it'll go on that.
And then we hope to fall into the 21 bond, right?
The Barber Street will start the 21 bond, and then Yale Street will be the next. And we're also looking at Black Oak, the section from Roberts Cutoff to the new subdivision down there to Sam Callaway. Every street that I seem to pick that I just finished the utilities on, the gas company decides that they want to replace everything.
Darren had a question.
Yes, sir.
The coating that we talked about doing on Robert's Cutoff, is that still being done?
HA5.
Yes,
Super duper stuff on top?
Yes, sir.
And then the question would be, are we gonna get that down before we tear up Yale, so that when traffic's back? I know Yale right now aged, 10 years in the last couple of years because of the detours.
Yes, sir.
So we're gonna spend that, it might be worth thinking about getting that down before Yale gets detoured over to Robert's Cutoff.
Yeah, so what we're going to do is we'll be before council with what we call that sealant project in January, and we'll just have to, with the contractor schedule and the school schedule, because some of the roads are around the school.
Right.
And so we will work that out, whether it's spring break or 1st of June.
And kind of along those lines, that's the way you start to say something that doesn't have anything to do with what's on the agenda, but it still gets around the attorney.
It's only you so
I
quiet.
did ask Marvin to look at, with what we've done with Robert's Cutoff, I'm tired of seeing these construction trucks that don't have anything to do with River Oaks going up and down Robert's Cutoff, ripping it up. So I'd like to see us look at amending our thoroughfare plan? Is that what we need to call it?
No, it's called the ordinance for the truck routes.
Yeah, I think we need to look at that and make it, I'm not interested in how they get from one end of Fort Worth to another end of Fort Worth, ripping our road up,
And you
so.
look what the bus does to the boulevard as it is.
Yep.
And that was why Robert's Cutoff.
And that was why we held the buses feet to the fire back, a year ago when they
Yeah.
started using Robert's Cutoff. They never had permission to use that,
It's not built like a boulevard.
so. Anyway, I'd like to see that on the future one, at least for discussion. Anybody else got anything for Gordon?
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Now we will move to council member questions, comments, and announcements. John?
Well, for those that don't know, I had to go in for surgery. We run a robot up and got a growth out of my chest. When I hear somebody say, quit talking about that, that's in the history, that's in the past, this was exactly what my brother died of, was a growth in his chest. Found by accident, because I had this bad headache, double vision, and they run me through 4 or 5 scanning machines and fluids, and somebody said, hey, look at this. Now my double vision's gone, and I hadn't recovered from the surgery yet, but people at Baylor were outstanding. I couldn't ask for anything better. but they had a 2-foot tube that went from over here all the way over to here, and removing that wasn't fun.
Good. Glad you're here. Good turnaround. Leanne?
No, happy to be alive.
The motion maker.
Grateful to live here in River Road,
Yeah.
you know.
Dan?
We discussed this morning, I've read on social media that Maven Moon is moving out.
Yeah.
What I understand, they're gonna tear that building down.
I'd heard that, I haven't heard that.
That's what
Is that a
she was
guaranteed
saying
thing?
anyway. She moved to Washington somewhere, and that they were, the landowner had decided to tear that down. I don't know what they got planned to put there, if anything,
But if they tear it down, they gotta move back then, 'cause they don't,
yeah, there's no parking.
they don't meet setbacks as it is now.
And I guess, Darren, you gonna talk about the deal Saturday?
I was planning to, but I didn't get here early for the public,
But I can,
I yield to Darren to talk.
we gotta answer Councilman Claus.
Yes, we have a ribbon cutting scheduled for Saturday at noon. We're really planning on probably trying to cut the ribbon at 12:30 to give you a more accurate timeline, and hopefully that works, at Blueberry Barber Shop, which is over, if y'all got that, it says Green Oaks. I've lots of people ask about that. River Oaks Cafe is on Green Oaks, not River Oaks Boulevard, so it's in that same shopping center.
Isn't it the old Rodney D. Young that was there for a million years?
Mhm.
Yeah, it's in that old
At the
one.
very end there,
Yeah.
yeah, or maybe next to the end. Real nice people, great little barber shop there, they've done a great job. I'm concerned because they're hidden where they can't be seen.
Yeah, it's not a great spot with that ice house.
Right. And, so anyway, we've got we talked about this a while back. I got a ribbon
Good.
ceremony kit with giant scissors and all that kind of stuff, so, would love, I know people have things going, but I would love each and every one of you that can go to please show up. We also have, Grumps has contacted us, they're interested in doing one. I think we're talking about the first full week in December, and they want to do it at like 11 a.m. on a weekday. That makes it tougher on other people, but if anybody knows right now a day that works better, Tuesday or Wednesday or whatever, I'm at the point where I can make that fit, but I understand if people have to work, but, and then I think we'll also be doing one pretty quick for Cowtown Nutrition. Anyway, so, got some new businesses and I want to help celebrate them and try to get them some business and help them thrive.
Good deal.
Also, while I've got the floor, do you have that banner?
Well, it was up here, I thought you took it.
I didn't take it. I set it back on your desk this afternoon.
Okay.
See, you're just trying to hide it. I've seen it when I walked in. So EDC also bought, 20 more of the back-to-back pole banners. And we couldn't get we still got some of the others, so we worked real hard to get something that it's not exactly, but it matches so close that I think it looks like they go together.
We found something else Marvin can do, he can unfurl.
We got 20 of those front to back.
You can plan us out on the weekend with Marvin, like the Liberty guy, you can do that on the weekend too.
That's right.
Everything else is not
And Gordon, now we're gonna start putting them up tomorrow, wouldn't it?
Some of those extra guys that got hanging around.
Yeah.
Dan, remember when the Statue of Liberty got drunk?
Yeah.
Took liberty a little too far.
Now, are you referring to the...
I had to do that.
Are you referring to the tax place or the...
Yeah,
the miniature Statue of Liberty that had a caravan?
The tax plan that dresses up like the Statue of Liberty and walks up and down the boulevard.
Yeah.
Just one of the station down the boulevard one time he got drunk.
Oh, he was hammered.
All right, well, I don't have anything to say, but we do need to go back to one small piece of business. So for item number 22, which was consider approval of any action from executive session, which referred to item number 8, which was our discussion